everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Sharon, and this is a channel that is dedicated to all things related to narcissism. I've been married to a covert narcissist for almost 20 years. I'm separated from him now, and what I do with this channel is I use my real-life experiences to get information out there to people about what narcissism really is, what it looks like, what it does to you, and what it does to your family. Narcissists are players. Emotionally, they're cold at heart, they're unfeeling, callous, and cruel. They live outside of human connection. Emotionally, they're dead, but physically, they're alive. They have a void in their soul, and they feel that, and they seek to fill this void with narcissistic supply. Narcissistic supply is a pathological need for attention and admiration from a person who doesn't take into account the feelings, opinions, wants, needs, or preferences of somebody else. Narcissists want to trap you into becoming an emotional punching bag, and they will do whatever it takes to get their narcissistic supply. They abuse other people to feel in control. They enjoy torturing people. They truly are sadists. It's crucial to understand this when you're learning about narcissism. There really is no kindness in this person. They don't feel guilt, remorse, sorrow. They're all about themselves 100% of the time, and they will do anything to get their narcissistic supply. The truth about a narcissist is that deep down, they feel bad about themselves. They feel empty, and the way that they fill it is by abusing other people. One of the ways that they get narcissistic supply is by finding your weaknesses. Narcissists want you to open up to them so that they can use this information against you later. Narcissists are good actors with long memories. After all, they're pretending every day to have love and empathy. It's all an act, but you won't know this until later. Narcissists thrive on persuading you to let your guard down and trust them. Now, typically when you're in a relationship, when you get to the point in the relationship where you can be vulnerable with the other person and you share, maybe embarrassing things about yourself or things that most people don't know, it bonds you. It brings you closer. You both do that. It's a growing moment in your relationship. Narcissists understand this. They don't feel that, but they understand it, and they use that to get you to open up to them. Now, a narcissist isn't going to open up to you, but they encourage you to confide in them. They act supportive and empathetic. They aren't supportive and empathetic. What they're doing is gathering ammunition, and later they will mercilessly use this against you. Nothing is off limits for narcissistic supply. They have a long memory, and they will just keep going back to it and throw things right in your face when the opportunity arises. Another thing that a narcissist is going to do to get narcissistic supply, make them feel powerful, is instilling fear in you. You become afraid of the narcissist. Narcissists are expert manipulators, and they don't care how their behavior affects you. If you're upset by something that the narcissist did, something the narcissist said, that's your problem. That's really how they look at it. A narcissist expects you to live by their rules, and if you don't, you will suffer the consequences. You end up letting things slide, and you become passive and weak because you're afraid of a narcissist's punishments. They will throw out silent treatment, rages, gaslighting. They'll throw your weaknesses in your face. You end up ignoring atrocious behavior. You bite your tongue, and classically, for people in relationships with narcissists, you walk on eggshells. You're afraid of the person that you're in a relationship with. You are with a soul sucker of a person, and you feel that deeply. You end up at some point in the relationship, you're going to see who this person is. You're going to see their cruelty and callousness. So when something goes wrong, when they do something to upset you, you start asking yourself, is it really worth mentioning it? Because you know that narcissists fight dirty. They're not people that are going to talk and resolve issues. They're going to launch a full frontal attack. They will be merciless against you. And when you have kids and you're trying to live your life, you become very afraid of that, and you end up appeasing the person that is abusing you. A narcissist doesn't want you to feel safe, and you don't. But this makes them feel powerful. Most people, a normal, healthy individual, wouldn't want their spouse to be afraid of them. A narcissist uses that to feel good. Everything is about the narcissist feeling powerful. They don't care if they have their wife, their husband, their kids afraid of them. That's a positive thing. My ex used to tell my kids this. He would say, you should be terrified of me. You should make sure that you don't even look at me the wrong way because you know that I'll go off on you. I mean, he was saying this to the kids. This is the type of father that he was. He thought that that was good. That was a positive thing for his kids to be terrified of him. It's really important to understand that narcissists truly are sadists. Now, another thing a narcissist is going to do to gain power over you, to gain narcissistic supply, is they isolate you. Narcissists want to be your only source of emotional support, and then they want to abuse it. So narcissists isolate you so they can get away, essentially, with being cruel and evil to you. If they do it right, you're left vulnerable and alone. So later, if you eventually speak up against the narcissist, nobody's going to believe you. It's going to be too late. You've cut people off. The narcissist, of course, being concerned always with how other people think of them, is maintaining relationships. So you're isolating, you're cutting people off, and the narcissist is gathering people close to them. Narcissists have a different relationship with everybody in their life. So they'll maintain a relationship with you, with their kids, with their family, coworkers, friends, whoever it is. They're a different person with everybody because they're playing games with everybody. A narcissist isn't interested in having friendships and having a spouse and having a child, having children. They're interested in feeling good about themselves, and they use other people to feel good. That's the only reason they have relationships with anybody. They're always trying to fill the void inside of themselves. Narcissists are missing what makes somebody human. They're missing all the positive emotions, love, empathy, caring. They don't feel this way. They don't have sympathies. They just don't feel. They never feel charitable towards somebody. They're only interested in filling this void. It would be like a starving person who hasn't eaten, and they're not going to think about anything but filling their stomach. That's what a narcissist does. They are emotional vampires. They need to feed off the emotions of other people. It's the only way that they can feel alive. They feel powerful. They feel that other people are beneath them. They feel alive. Now, another thing a narcissist will do with no guilt, fully intentional, is they will provoke you. Narcissists enjoy watching you suffer. They need supply, and they get it when they outsmart and outshine you. They try to get the highest quality target possible because the better they think you are, when they're above you, that makes them feel even more powerful. If they can make somebody that they think is a high value target lower themselves, that makes them feel good. They don't feel bad. They don't feel bad that they've made you into the shell of a person that you used to be. They feel good about this. Narcissists feed off your energy. When you're frustrated and mad, a narcissist gets even more narcissistic supply. They love it. When you cry, they smile. Narcissists have long memories. They know exactly what your vulnerabilities are, and they know how to use them to provoke you. This is no accident. Narcissists are playing games with your heart and your sanity. Narcissists want you to feel inferior. They want to break you and keep you tethered to them alone for emotional support. They will consistently undervalue and abuse you. Narcissists are going to show their true colors in conflict. In conflict, narcissists reveal themselves. This is typically when people see the mask fall off. It's not during a positive, good time. It's when there's an issue. The narcissist can't maintain it. They lose their they become rageful just a little bit too much, and you catch a glimpse of who they are. Or it could just be you completely see who they are because their mask is completely off. Now that I'm separated from my ex, he doesn't wear a mask anymore. I see him exactly for who he is. And this happens once the narcissist realizes they can't get narcissistic supply from you anymore. They fully expose their lack of empathy. Now, with that said, though, there is something positive to take from this. People that have a decent amount of self-reliance and self-esteem are no match for a narcissist. Now, I know a lot of people listening have already been abused and victimized by a narcissist. However, that doesn't have to be a pattern. You don't have to keep getting into these narcissistic relationships. The truth is that it would be better to never be in another relationship than to be in a relationship with a narcissist. But improving your self-esteem and self-worth is going to bring the right man or woman into your life. So I'm going to list a few ways that you can do that. First, establish boundaries. Make yourself a priority. Before you even think about being in a relationship with somebody else, figure out what you want in a relationship, have boundaries, and don't let people cross them. It takes time to do this, especially if you've been an empath or codependent. You really need to work on this. But it really is just a matter of establishing boundaries, deciding what you want in a relationship, making yourself a priority. That's not narcissistic to make yourself a priority. That's smart. When you're in a relationship with somebody, you can share and love and have empathy, but keep your boundaries. Somebody who is respectful, somebody who is a good person, will respect your boundaries too, just like you would respect their boundaries. I mean, somebody who oversteps boundaries, either way, whether it's you or them, isn't right for the relationship. Now, another thing is that you shouldn't overshare. Don't overshare. Don't give ammunition to a new relationship, to somebody that you're in a new relationship with. Let the relationship grow a bit before you share personal information that can be used against you, particularly if you're the only one doing it. As the relationship progresses, as you start to get a foundation under you, and once you start to really share and learn about each other, then you can do that. But at the very beginning, when you don't really know this person and you're the only one sharing, don't overshare. Because if you're with the wrong person, they can use that against you later. You're just setting yourself up to be hurt. Number 3, trust yourself over someone else's words. If someone doesn't appear to recognize their bad behavior, that is a red flag. So trust yourself. People have instincts. When I think back on my relationship, there were so many red flags. I chose to ignore them. I would make up excuses for him. Well, I don't think he must not have meant that, or he was just in a bad mood. He was having a hard day at work. He didn't know that when he ignored me that was really hurting me, even though I told him. I mean, this is the things that happen. There were many red flags, and I ignored every single one. So when you see red flags, if you see red flags, run for the hills. Do not stay with somebody that has red flags. So many of us have been burned by narcissists, and that's a hard thing to get over. There really is the reality of post-traumatic stress disorder, sleepless nights, anxiety. These are real things. So when you get to the point where you feel like, I'm ready to be in a new relationship, be extra cautious. You'll never regret being extra cautious. The reality is that for so many of us who have been in these relationships, we got in the relationships in the first place because we have love and heart and empathy, and we were concerned about somebody else, and we wanted to be a good person. Don't let the narcissist take that from you. All of us can be in a relationship again and can be in a good relationship. Don't lose your ability to be real and empathetic, but be smart. If you aren't receiving love and empathy in return, reevaluate. Take care of yourself. Pray and live life. Love is real. Don't let a narcissist take anything else from you, especially your beautiful narc-free future. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm always grateful for everybody who watches my videos. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on all things related to narcissism. So if all goes well, I will see you on Friday, and I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Thank you so much.